G'day guys, Dom here, and welcome to Friday Knife Drop, or in this case, Sunday Knife Drop. I wanted to get the bottle opening video up and live on Friday. It just does better with the analytics and all that, because YouTube's weird that way. And speaking of bottle openers, these are now all sold out. I did 60 of them in the previous batch, and I've got another batch of 50 coming, because bottle openers, they've been a pretty good product for me. They're pretty cheap to ship internationally, and they're at a price that pretty much everyone can afford them. For these things, international shipping is like $3. There is a pre-order for these things live. If you want a bottle opener, I suggest getting on the pre-order because I'll be taking a significant amount of those bottle openers and putting them aside for the Sydney Knife Show, which is coming up. The Sydney Knife Show, that's like 5 weeks away, so I'm very much starting to feel the pressure of getting shit done from the show. But if you look here, we have a shitload of stock right now. There's like 20 odd knives on the table right now. And a shitload more coming with the surgeons and the axes and all that sort of cool shit. Speaking of surgeons, I did a batch of 6 surgeons this week. Now these are the last of the Nitro V surgeons. What happened was I had a couple of them rejects from the previous batch, like the coatings weren't right or the engraving wasn't right, and I had to redo them. And they just got finished up this week. So if you're interested in surgeon, the last of the Gen 1 surgeons are now available. I sold 2 last night, and I've got 4 more available. There is 007, 009, 10, and 11 are still up. So here are the surgeons. So these are the Gen 1 surgeons, and you'll see I've just got some numbers on the sheaths, because while these all look the same, they don't actually work the same with the sheaths, and each one of these sheaths is custom fit to the knife, because there's still that little bit of handwork in them where you do have to kind of make them all specific to each other. So this is number 12. I've got a whole bunch here, but they're all pretty much identical besides the numbers. So Kydex sheath on there, you can see it's got nice rounded and polished edges. Clicks in nicely, good retention. So you have a look, you'll see these are in a Cerakote finish. Now these aren't actually the Elite Cerakote finish, I had these finished slightly differently. This is just regular Cerakote. From memory, this is slate black. So these are more of a matte finish. You can see we've got the engraving there. All the edges are nicely rounded, very lightweight knife. The only real difference between this and the Gen 2s is the Gen 2s have a cutout here and they've got a different steel. So that's what the Gen 1 looks like. It's a Nitro V seal, as I said before. All of these are screaming sharp. So if you want one of the last Gen 1 surgeons, they're now available on the website. Next up, we have these things. So these are Kiridashis, just a random little side product, but I'm tempted to make these a permanent thing. So if you reckon I should start doing Kiridashis like this as like a permanent product, let me know, because at the moment they're like a scrap product. I did a batch of 4 of them this week, and these are all now sold, and will all be shipping out on Monday morning. Next up, I've also got these slenders. So this is for a very, very patient customer of mine. He wanted some cut down slenders. So I did 2 of these, both of them in ABL with handed up satin finishes. And these are going to be shipping out next week. These are the only ones that have been like this. Yeah, I'm never making a bloody sawn off slender like this again, because it was a total pain in the ass. Especially in the hand rub. I've got one more hand rub blade to do, and then I am fucking done with that finish for a very long time, because I'm just over it. And finally, but definitely not least, Moribus 008. So this is the knife that nearly took me out, and I was very, very tempted to keep this one because of the story and because of the fact that it very nearly, decided to stab me in the leg. But I'm not a very sentimental guy as far as knives or anything else is concerned. I don't really keep things. I don't have that collector gene, you know? So if I was to keep it, I'd probably only keep it for a few months and then give it away to a friend or somebody who liked it or whatever. And here we have 008. Kydex sheath, polished edges as you can expect. We've got a belt loop on there. Nice and easy to get out. We have an Asta stonewash blade finish with 008 up there. My logo, and then a convex bevel here. This one's actually a little bit different as far as the profile goes. I actually cut this in a little bit more and make it less fat up here, which I'm kind of thinking I'll do for all the ones in the future. It just looks a little bit sleeker to have that slightly narrower blade. The handles on this are layered G10, which I really, really in love with. Normally I do a pattern in it because it looks crazy, but this is just nice and classy to have it nicely rounded like that. It's still very, very comfy. And then sandblasted as well, so it's really got that rough texture on there. That's not rough, but grippy, sorry. Very, very comfortable knife. Everything's rounded and comfortable, and this thing's just ready to do work. That edge on there is just wicked, wicked sharp. Touched it up nicely from the accident. and it's all straight. There's nothing wrong with it. Just had to take off about maybe 6 millimeters off the tip at the very most, probably more like 3. And it's all functional and totally fine. Black pins in there that are G10, epoxy on handles, ready to do some work. Currently available. Anyway guys, so thanks for watching. Huge amount of stock this week. I'll be doing these Friday knife drop videos. I'm thinking every other week because as it turns out, the way I make my knives, it works better as a fortnightly thing. So these will be now a fortnightly thing. I still will have 2 videos up every week, but we're going to be substituting that with probably potentially more build videos and other sorts of stuff like that. Also check out the Facebook group. I'll be doing a giveaway on Facebook in the next few weeks for bottle openers, maybe a knife, who knows. So that's going to be on the Facebook group as well, DB Blades Facebook group. Anyway guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next video.